Hello, my beloved waking gods and goddesses. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Love, Truth, and Beauty. Do it yourself or divine in the flesh, where our PTSDs, our pains, trauma, suffering, and dramas are golden gateways to waking up and staying awake. Where together we learn how to surf and navigate the ups and downs of the totality of human experience in this perception managed reality, having discovered that our true divine creative natures and our true sensual sensorial world of seven senses have all been hijacked and dumbed down into the big fat lie of 5 sense reality. Before we get started, please give this video a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, selecting the all settings so that when I upload, the YouTube will let you know. I generally upload Tuesdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Eastern. My name is Maria West, and I am your hostess of the highest, here to download, upload, inspire, and usher you into your bestest and brightest light, your bestest and brightest selves, inviting you all to open your hearts wider and wider and wider still, and inviting you all to create your own reality. Welcome to episode 46, and this video is going to go into the Hall of Fame of divine encounters in my life. Total off-world activation from the divine consciousness Stargate, dialing into my world, totally unscheduled, off the cuff, as I roam the aisles of a ginormous hardware box store, a brand that will absolutely not be mentioned. As I said toward the end of my last video, this Q&A video from the last upload, I give nothing to the shit shows except maybe a good belly laugh and a funny meme. And when some aspect of the shit show has got my attention, I do my very bestest to turn that shit around and find the benefit and advantage, which usually makes itself known in a teaching to share either on social media, in one of my classes, or in a future video. So here we are, and in many ways, the divine is honoring my latest grouping of intentions and goals, having to do with me teaching, sharing, and illuminating the step-by-step process of how to create your own reality and master reality creation, where one actually learns how to create within the matrix system reality we seemingly are all stuck in, and is way beyond New Age bullshit's version of the law of attraction and other visualization, manifestation, materialization tricks. So let's set the frame, shall we? My specific intention goal: to be a living teaching example of conscious woman through my videos and through my direct interactions with folks and the world at large. Okay, the film set, a large box store in America's Southwest, specifically the aisle where outdoor irrigation systems and supplies are located. Other deets to fill in the frame: it's fucking hot outside, it's fucking hot inside. I'm in the high desert mountains. I got in by wearing my mask, and I took it off once I was inside. I hit the houseplants section to hunt for more houseplants. Yep, I am a plant hoe. Only to walk away empty-handed. Most of the plants were in dire need of being composted, and so I began to stroll the aisles after I realized I was momentarily stuck in my fucking head, which is the inner screen, having a mind-filled conversation, lamenting about my disappointment and my judgments and criticisms that they didn't take care of the plants and there are no plants for me based on the horrific shape that they're in. All that observational stuff, also known as the outer screen. Even though, mind you, I had just returned from a local family-owned nursery and had purchased quite a number of very healthy, lush plants, along with 2 gigantic bags of my favorite nutrient-dense potting soil. I'm gardening, can't you tell? And anyways, I silently declare after this realization that I am awake. I am aware of my reality. And so I returned to wakefulness in my own witness center, which is the center screen. So keep those in mind because I'm going to bring these up again and again in soon future videos. Okay, so I ran into several patrons who had also lowered or removed their masks. We are very naughty, obviously. Obviously, red face. These people were quite overheated in their mad search for whatever they needed. Someone in an NRA ball cap greeted me. Howdy, Patriot. And I had my Space Force cap on, which is also my gardening cap. So, judgments, stop. Okay. On several occasions, I noticed a masked man who held eye contact with me for a few seconds, eyes lighted whenever we crossed paths. And I assumed he was doing this flirtatiously, only to turn away and walk in the opposite direction. So I'm like, okie dokie, whatever you want. So the setup for the particular poignant scene is this. I'm out and about, I'm running errands, getting gardening supplies in a big box store when some masked stranger, whom I'd noticed making flirty eye contact with me in other aisles, is now right before me, right in front of me, in my pathway, in the aisle where I'm going to be cruising the irrigation additions and various systems. And then I have this awareness because I am aware of my reality, center screen, what's going on outside in the outer screen. He's about to speak to me, and I have this commentary in my head. So all this is going on at the same time. He apologizes to me, bending the knee, literally asking for my forgiveness on behalf of himself and white people oppressing me as a brown-skinned Asian woman. Like, what? Say, what the fuck? And I actually did say that. Say, what the fuck? He's on his knees. His eyes are tearing. And I'm looking around going, okay, I'm just making sure that I am the object of his composition, his frame, his co-star in his current life movie. So I'm quick to respond because I am that. I'm very quick. And given the latest worldly shit shows that have been hell-bent on upstaging the COVID-19 virus, though I'm unaware at that point of the latest trending Twitter twatting of white folks bending the knee, apologizing for systemic, whatever you want to call it. But hey, I know for a fact that mass hypnosis hysteria requiring triggered virtue signaling bullshit doesn't require a whole lot of imagination. So eye roll, drum roll, bitteschön, pretty please. So straight up, I instruct this dude to get up, to do some inner work, to dissolve his white guilt, get over himself, and get real with whatever he thinks he and other white people, all white people perhaps, have done to me because, guess what? Newsflash, it never happened. It never happened. It never happened. He was shell-shocked, literally unable to respond other than slowly stand up. As I was well aware that he appeared to be interested in me through his polite stalking previously, I had a giggle when he approached me and bent the knee because honestly, don't hurt yourselves laughing at this shit. I actually thought he was going to do something bizarro cool, like maybe propose marriage to me or invite me for drinks. I would have gone out with him. As a brown-skinned Eurasian immigrant woman who had to learn English, I am no stranger to having had racial slurs and expletives hurled at me. But you know what? I've never taken it personally. I've always had a strong sense of self and have never bought into being oppressed by that kind of stuff because of my gender or skin color or race or facial features or whatever. Even in my college days in the 70s, when uber leftist, politically correct Marxist professors tried to shove the oppression bullshit race and gender cards down my throat, I didn't buy into any of it, including affirmative action, as if I needed a sanctioned head start because they think to believe I'm a dumbass and cannot find my own way because I speak in an accent, which has all disappeared, by the way, think for myself, discern, and make educational choices that empowered me and propelled me forward with marketable job skills. Yet, in truth, I excelled in the hard sciences and math. They were easy for me, even in my tight white tube top and my white hip hugger pants and my platform cha-cha heels and dark rim glasses. Yeah, I rock that sexy librarian geek archetype, fucking for real, okay? And the pictures of that, I have pictures, so I may share them maybe on Facebook, maybe. So back to this blessed and auspicious encounter. Afterward, we actually had a conversation for a few more minutes, and clearly this man had been terribly impacted by the global corralling of 719, and he made references to his false gods of lamestream media and listened very carefully to what I had to say regarding my lack of direct experience with actual racism. I also mentioned the powers that want to be and their eternal divide and conquer agendas that have dictated the Matrix system realities. Thankfully, he's seen the movie, so he was a little hip to my references to the term. And I directed him to rewatch the Matrix trilogy. And I directed him to my website and this YouTube channel and to my dear friend Mark Passio's work. Those ought to be tweakers right there for him. Ha ha. This encounter proved to be a wink and a nudge from the universe. I love when the universe and my world gives me signs that materialization is happening. Had this man encountered a raging, leftist, crazy person, who knows what would have happened? Instead, he attracted me and I attracted him. Both our respective life's movies included our mutual frame of mutual interaction and mutual self-realization and awakening in the interaction, facilitating steps in materializing our respective life goals. My interaction with him was a fulfillment of my latest set of intentions and goals, to be a living teaching example of conscious woman through my videos and through my direct interaction with folks and the world at large. And at the end, when I asked him what some of his current goals were, he replied this: to be a better human being, to understand myself better, to be more creative. How fucking cool is that? Okay, my love bugs, that's it. That's my speech. We will continue this conversation about the great work and how to invoke and activate our superpowers of focus, how to master our creative energies, materialize, manifest, create our own reality so that we can all learn to rock our world on our terms, regardless of the circumstances of the world at large and whatever the latest shit shows are happening. Okay, so do give this video a thumbs up. Please comment about your experiences in the comments box below or in private. Please share this video with your communities, friends, and family members on social media platforms with whom you feel would benefit from this content. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, selecting the all settings so that the YouTube will let you know when I upload next. And if you do find value, enjoy, or benefit from my videos, won't you please consider supporting my work through a donation? My PayPal link is right below, along with my contact information where you can email me with any comments or questions that you don't want to be public with. And you can also query about how to work with me one-on-one or train with me to learn energy mastery or to learn direct from me how to become a trauma-based mind control deactivator. And you can also find out how to receive a free download of the first edition of my book, F Wide Open, The Root Awakening of the Heart-Based New Humanity. Or you can support me directly by purchasing one of the editions or both. The Amazon links are below. Thank you so much for your participation and focused attention. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, be the love that you are. Share your love. Be creative. Be kind. Remember, you're in a movie. You are the star of your life. So compose your life, my loves. Okay? So until next time, here's to love, truth, and beauty. Mwah!